members of the Pride, and welcome to a brand new series, Peachleaf Pirates. So, I know nothing about this game. This has been recommended to me by you, my fans, by, like, gosh, at least just dozens of people keep sending me messages. Try Peachleaf Pirates, try Peachleaf Pirates. And I ended up getting a hold of the game, and so we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. As I said, I know nothing about the game, so if you have played it before, please just let me go ahead and figure it out on my own. If I need help, I will definitely ask you guys, but until then, shh, let me figure it out. I promise. You know, I tend to talk out loud. How do I do things like this? But you know, just if I address you and say help, then yeah, you can help me out. Otherwise, just let me figure it out. I'm sure I'll stumble my way through this game. So let's figure out Peachleaf Pirates here. So, new game. Skip the intro. No, I want to see the intro. Visit Peachleaf. Okay, loading, birds, trees, voodoo. Well, that sounds cool. Ah, yes, this will do. Okay. Oh, no, I think it's, is that a girl or I can't tell. Oh, dear. Excuse me. Excuse me. How rude. I think she is, I think that, yeah, those are pigtails. I think she's female. Female named Odie. Okay. I guess that would be short for Odessa, maybe? Oh my. I should probably go and get some help. Stay here. I'll be right back. Yeah, just leave him half into the surf. That's a great idea, honey. Don't, like, drag him up onto the land. Wait. Okay, really? What do you... Thank you, Beach. Okay, I already don't like Odie very much. She's more interested in getting this stupid starfish than she is getting help for a guy who's literally washed up onto a beach unconscious? Yikes. Apparently this is Dr. Bumbleshaft. Ah, excellent. You're awake. And by the looks of it, somewhat conscious. Okay, W or S to choose a response, selected by pressing E. You can also press E during the dialogue to type it all out at once. Oh, okay. Where am I? What happened? Who are you? Oh, okay, you know what? I don't like the W. I think this is probably the best way to do it. Where am I? You're at the Bumbleshaft Clinic of General Well-Being and Emergency Room. I see. And where exactly is that? Peachleaf Island. I've never heard of Peachleaf Island before. You must have been living under a rock then. We have a very active tourism board. What happened? Princess! Ah, suddenly, things are clicking. Got it. Princess Odie asked me to come down to the beach and resurrect you. So I did, and brought you here. By the looks of it, you must have been in a shipwreck of some sort. Yeah, don't say. Who are you? I'm Dr. Ignatius Bumbleshaft. My head hurts. Well, that makes sense. You've suffered a mild concussion and were briefly dead. You should probably take it easy for the next couple of days. Actually, come to think of it, I need a bit of information for your journal. Okay, so she's a princess. You're alive. How marvelous. My name is Princess Loretta Elizabeth Oriana III. Oriana. Actually, I kind of like Oriana. It's pretty. I'm delighted to make your acquaintance, Mr. No, I beg your pardon, Ms. Actually, it doesn't matter to me. Oh my, what an etiquettal dilemma. I don't seem to know your name. Okay, apparently I'm a guy named Joe. I'm Joe. It's an honor to meet you, Your Highness. My name is Joe, or they call me Joe. Should I be polite? I mean, she did save me. I suppose it, you know, I mean, she did save my life, so I mean, I guess, you know, it's an honor to meet you, Your Highness. My name is Joe. Hello, Joe. It is indeed a pleasure to have more people with manners on this island. On behalf of the citizens of Peachleaf Island, I would like to officially welcome you to our tropical paradise. Hi, Odie. Always a pleasure, but we're kind of in the middle of an examination here. Oh, great. Why don't we just invite the entire island in here? Don't be silly, Dr. Bumbleshaft. We can never fit all the citizens in here. I'd say 25, max. Maybe 30 if we blatantly ignored all aspects of personal space. Odie? Doctor? Newcomer? We don't have much time, Doctor. Can the newcomer walk? Technically, yes, but I'd advise against it. We'll have to do it here, then. Luckily, I brought the paperwork with me. You two will have to do as witnesses. Witnesses? I? Oh, hey, wait a minute. Let's see, we've got Harriet here. That might make her Irish. Harriet? Possibly? I suppose we could make her an Irish lass, although she does have the black hair and not the red hair. So we can't have our red-haired Irish lass. I don't know. Harriet. I don't know. We'll go ahead and make her Irish for the time being until I can figure out how to... No, wait. No, wait. Maybe that would be more of a sailor thing. It's like, legislation states that the act of becoming a citizen of Peachleaf Island requires 2 witnesses to sign the approved application. Paperwork. Your application for citizenship has been approved. Why the rush? Everyone knows that trying to get any paperwork done processed after lunch is next to impossible. And since your application for citizenship was approved this morning, I need the signatures before lunch today. Citizenship? That's great. There must be some kind of mistake. Normally, I'd estimate the chance of a government official making a mistake to be around 85%. But I oversaw your application personally, so I'm confident that no mistakes were made. But I never applied for any citizenship. I have no idea how I even got to this island. Due to the recent implementation of the specific data protection regulation, I'm not at liberty to disclose the name of the person or entity who submitted your application. What if I don't want to become a citizen? Seems like somewhat of a silly law. All right, what if I don't want to become a citizen? Oh dear, that's impossible. It pains me to say it, but Odie is right. That's just not an option. But what if I refuse to sign? I see. I see where the confusion lies. I don't need your signature. I merely need 2 witnesses to sign the approved application. Preferably the soon-to-be citizen is present when the paperwork is signed, but that's not an official requirement. Oh. Odie, Doctor, sign here, please. Oh, how wonderful. I love signing things. There you go. Thank you. A newcomer, congratulations. You're now a citizen of Peachleaf Island. I have allocated you Lot 48, just west of the city. Thank you. I'll tell you, Lot 48? Aye, it's a fine piece of land. It used to be a large pit, but it has recently been developed into farming land. It also comes with a quaint little cottage. What do you mean allocated? To allocate. To distribute resources or duties for a particular purpose. Yes, I'm familiar with the definition of allocated. Okay, I can already see kind of I'm gonna enjoy this game's humor. Thank you, I guess? No need to thank me. Every citizen of Peachleaf has the right to a plot of land allocated by the governor. And I'm the governor. Harriet the governor. Okay. Anyway, I need to get the paperwork down to City Hall. You should probably get some rest. I'll meet you by your house to hand over the deed once you're fit to get out of bed. What a day. Get some rest, my friend. Deep in the Peachleaf jungle. Aha! The evil one. Rupert, okay. Looks like maybe that's you. I should really get the Union to look into this whole traveling by portal thing. Madam, it is done. Madame, it is done. Excellent. Aha. We have bad guy. Bad girl. Ooh, bad girl. Newcomer. Governor, hello there or howdy. Hello there. We might as well, you know, have our proper Star Wars opening. Hello there. Hello. I'm not one for idle chit-chat, so I'll keep this brief. Here's the deed to your new land. You're also entitled to the Peachleaf New Citizen Pack, comprised of 1 pack of seeds, 1 shovel, 1 watering can, 1 axe, 1 pickaxe, and 1 machete. Okay, can we get rid of this, please? By receiving this pack, you hereby assume any and all of the risks associated with using any of the aforementioned tools and equipment, including, by way of example, and not limitation, any risks that may arise from negligence or carelessness on the part of yourself or any person or entity associated with the government of Peachleaf Island. In summary, if you get the watering can stuck in your ear, you can't sue anyone. Common sense, really. Also, as is customary, I've had Ed set up your cell box for you. Every night, its contents are sucked out via our state-of-the-art voodoo tubes of transportation and sold for the going rate on the Voodoo Bay of sellable goods. Now, do you have any relevant questions for me? What happened to me? All I know is that your citizenship application has been pending for a few months, and that it got approved yesterday. So, was I maybe on the way here anyway? But how did I end up on this island? I neither know nor care. No, nor care. Blah, 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 blah. The waters around Peachleaf are notoriously treacherous, though. But regarding your memory, or lack thereof, when Ed had a log fall on his head and he lost his memory, Kalila was able to use one of her voodoo mumbo-jumbos to help him regain it. I'd suggest you go and ask her for help. She lives in a hut in the swamps north of town. Why are you doing all these things for me? The law compels me to. You've been given the exact same attention that all new citizens of Peachleaf gets. What should I do with the tools you've given me? You could make them into a modern art sculpture, or you could use them for their intended respective purposes. Your land is extremely fertile, which I'd recommend leveraging. Just dig up the soil a little, prop in some seeds, and I'm sure you'll see your crops growing in no time. You can always visit Melanie's garden shop in town to stock up on new seeds. What can I put in my cell box? Pretty much anything you'd like. Most people mainly sell their homegrown crops or homemade knickknacks. So the VOO tubes automatically put anything I put in my... Oh, this is me. Anything I put in my cell box on the V-Bay? Got it. All right, I think that's enough questions for now. That's the spirit. The best of luck with your new life. Okay, bye now. She's a very, a very direct woman. What's all the commotion? Stand back, foul creature. Aw, hello, little one. Or you can talk? Boy, I don't like any of these, honestly. I guess the least offensive one would be, aw, hello, little one. Stand back, foul creature, or you can talk? Aw, hello, little one. Who are you calling little, you oversized flatbread? Judging from your general look of confusion, I suspect that you're Joe. I'm Rupert. Nice to meet you. Likewise. How civil. Now, as I'm sure our dear governor has already explained to you, I'm here to help you get started with your new land. I think she must have forgotten that tiny detail. Happens to the best of us. Anyway, I'm employed by the government, so don't worry about paying me for my services. I won't cost you a thing. Now, the memo I received said that you've never owned any land before and don't know the first thing about farming or about anything else, really. But don't panic. I'm here to help. Have you ever been to Peachleaf before? No. This is my first time. All right. You should have a settings tab somewhere where you can disable tutorials in the unlikely event that you grow tired of me down the line. That was nice of him. You've received the Peachleaf New Citizen Pack, which includes all you need to succeed in life, roughly speaking. Now, Peachleaf has a very liberal zoning laws, so you're pretty much free to do whatever you want with your land. On top of that, Peachleaf is a volcanic island, so the soil here is great for growing all kinds of crops. All you need to do is dig up the soil a little bit, pop in a couple of seeds, and make sure to water your plants every day. Humans tend to learn better by doing than by listening, but we'll take a more hands-on approach here. Let's get started. Okay. Use the mouse wheel or page up and down to change what you've equipped. Okay, shovel. With the shovel equipped, press E or the left mouse button to dig up the ground. If you press E, you'll dig up the soil right in front of you, but for more precise control, you can use the mouse. Okay, so like this. You can get even more control over where your tools hit by enabling the show tool location. Try doing that now by opening your inventory. You'll learn more about inventory later, but for now, try finding and navigating to settings. That's right there. All right, scroll down till you see tool hit location. Actually, I thought I had already enabled this. There we go. That's fun. I actually did enable a lot of this, because this was part of the setup I was doing. Okay, good job. Now simply press I to close the inventory again. Now that you can actually see where things are going, let's try planting a seed. To plant a seed, equip your seeds and plant it in your dug up soil by pressing E or using the mouse. Okay. Bam. Your plants are thirsty and need water every day to grow. Try watering your soon-to-be plant by equipping your watering can and using it on your seeds. Watering can. Bam. Good job. Now, there's a bit more to it than just digging holes and keeping your plants watered. There's also quite a bit you can do on Peachleaf Island apart from tending to your crops. So I've actually authored an extensive guide to Peachleaf called the Peachopedia. You should already have access to it from the journal section of your inventory. When I first started this job, I simply handed over the Peachopedia to new arrivals and called it a day. But oh boy, did I overestimate the effectiveness of written instructions. So, Instead, I now follow new arrivals and provide tips and tricks when appropriate. Or, well, almost. It turns out that humans don't really like being followed. Not gonna lie, there were, some complaints in the beginning. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you with all the details. I'll just... Wait, what's that over there? Wow! Look, it's right behind you! Where? I don't see anything. Oh my, it's so beautiful and rare! What a sight! Look closely, right between the trees! Sorry, Rupert, I just don't see anything. Rupert? Awwood. If the goblin who was supposed to teach you the ropes leaves you all alone, don't panic. Joe, up here! So, instead of just following you around like a normal goblin, I'll be following you around from up here like a smart goblin. I know that it all might seem a little strange, but trust me, it is by far the most effective and non-intrusive way. Anyway, let's get on with some more learning. Okay. I have to say, that's clever. I like how they're breaking the fourth wall without breaking the fourth wall. I like how the game knows it's in a game. I got it. That's really cool. I do like that. Much better. The text up in this box here was getting awfully dull as well. Yes, it was. Anyway, let's get on with it. Please equip your pickaxe. All right. Can I? Thanks. Using your tools requires energy. You replenish your energy by sleeping or by consuming food and drinks. Let's practice a bit by using your pickaxe to destroy 5 rocks on your farm, and then pick up the stones they drop. Okay, so... let's go ahead and... there we go. So, it does seem like all I have to do is just, like, kind of go over it. If I'm close enough, it just automatically picks it up, so that's nice. I really dislike games that require me to, like, I'm pickaxing or chopping or something, and then I have to go around and then individually pick everything up. If I'm cutting something or breaking something, and I'm clearly farming something or whatever, just give it to me. You know, that extra step of having to do it, I think is just tedious. It's unnecessary. I could have sworn I had already done this 5 times, but maybe I missed a rock. Nice! Your pickaxe is also used to destroy plants, furniture, and to remove dug up patches of soil. No need to test it out on your new plant, though. You gotta trust me on this one. Instead, please equip your axe, and let's get some wood. Now, use your axe to chop down some trees and collect at least 25 pieces of wood. Just keep whacking them until they fall. Some are sturdier than others. I kind of like this tree here, but it is kind of in the way. So, down you go. There we go. And... okay, well that's 20 right there. That's kind of nice. Can I just hack you too? Oh. I did get a couple of pieces. All right, let's go ahead and hack you. All right, good stuff. The wood can be hard to see in the tall grass, so let's clear some grass as well. Equip your machete, clear away some grass, and collect 10 pieces of plant fiber. Just knock yourself out. The machete doesn't drain your energy like the other tools do. That's nice, because that can sometimes be kind of a hassle. I've noticed that in other games, it's like it requires you to do like a bunch of stuff, but it burns all your energy to do it, and a good balance is always nice. There's something relaxing about cutting down tall grass, don't you think? Anyway, for good measure, let's collect some bamboo as well. Equip your axe again and collect 5 pieces of bamboo. Okay, I do notice that this is kind of different than what I'm used to. Bamboo. Is this bamboo? This looks more like birch to me. Nope, that was bamboo. Okay. So, note to self, bamboo is apparently a big leafy tree. Great. Let's use all those resources for something. Open your crafting menu by pressing C and select the decorative garden flamingo to craft it. Garden flamingo. Done. Nice! Now simply close your inventory and select the flamingo the same way you have been doing with your tools. Position it to where you'd like, and then click to build it. Life pro tip. Some of the stuff you craft can be rotated by pressing R. Okay. And we'll just put our little garden flamingo right here. Or not. Maybe I'll put it right here. Pretty, ain't it? No? I'll let you decide your own taste in decorative garden items, but we do have a tiny bit of housekeeping left to do before I unleash you onto the world. Press I to open your inventory. I'll be honest, this is not the most riveting part of the tutorial, so try to power through, we're almost done. Press spacebar to continue. I even once authored a poem called Buttons of the Inventory to spice things up a bit, but new arrivals didn't appreciate the fine art, so I'll go through it the old-fashioned way for you. It's actually rather simple. The left mouse button selects something, the middle mouse button halves the pile, and the right mouse button selects only one item. Oh, okay, that's actually really good info. Most new arrivals aren't too satisfied with the lack of space in their government-issued backpack, so they quickly save up to upgrade their inventory size. When you go exploring the town, I'm sure you'll find a place to upgrade it. Also appreciated. But there are more budget-friendly ways of clearing space in your inventory. For instance, you could press D to drop an item. Wait, what? D, isn't that, but that's a movement button. Oh, but then again, the only time you can do it would be in here, I guess. Or at least I hope. Do note that dropped items will be lost forever if you don't pick them back up before leaving the area. Good to know. You can also just select an item and bin it using the bin. The bin is the round thingy currently halfway covered by this box. That right there. Or you could craft some chests and store your items in there, which I will be doing. You can't drop or bin your tools though, so instead, you'll need to store them in a chest if you feel like they're weighing you down. Okay? Close your inventory to continue. Before I do, can I like change my settings? There's like, okay, show silhouette, showed required crafting names. Good, automatic, yes. No, yes. I want this on moderate. Disable NPC voice effect? Yeah, okay, I've got the sound on low, yet medium, normal. Good. No, I want this on low. Oh, low. Low. Show digital clock. Enable voice. Oh, sure. Play footstep special effects. No, that's just annoying. Auto equip and okay, yeah, all the rest of that is fine. You did well, Joe. Most new arrivals don't last through all the tutorials. That actually concludes my first tutorial, but I'll be back soon to check in with you, so don't stress. If I were you, I'd get the rest of your seeds planted. If you're looking for more seeds, I'd recommend heading downtown and visiting Mel's garden shop. Anyway, I really need to get some breakfast. I just got an achievement Peachopedia. I'm positively starving. I'll see you later, Joe. Oh, right, one final thing, sorry. The thing that just popped up means that you've got a new journal entry. You can access it from your inventory under the aptly named Journal tab. Or I can press J. Okay, so... Personal Diary of Joe. Okay, so the last thing I remember is seeing a cloudless night filled with bright stars, then a sudden bright flash followed by complete darkness. Next thing I remember is gasping for air and the feeling of wet sand under my body. Luckily, the island I've washed up on is inhabited, and its population seems friendly enough, if a bit strange. Local doctor treated my injuries. I seem to be fine. Met the local governor, gave me citizenship and large plot. Told me someone called Kalila might be able to help me. Need to go to swamp north of town, speak to her. When I get my memory back, get off the island. This all feels like some weird dream where I just need to close my eyes and wake up. But it's not. I've already tried pinching myself. Yeah, but where did you pinch yourself? An important distinction. Rupert told me I should go visit Melanie's shop. Recipes, Peachopedia. Okay, so this is gonna tell... Okay, so if I need to brush up... Okay. Alright, so this is the basic inventory. I have skills. Oh, so I have like a full... Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Oh. Alright. And then homesteading. Interesting. Okay, so this is kind of cool. Map. This map, I guess this is the town, but I mean, I don't see me on the map. So I'm gonna have to assume it's here. Crafting. Okay, so here's the chest. We're definitely going to be making a chest at some point. And then all these are just... Okay, gotcha. Quest items. I don't have any research. Okay. Then the journal. Okay, then, yeah, we should just go to town. Okay, so otherwise... Oh, no, I don't want to exit the game. No. Get out of that. All right, so let me go ahead and take a second and go 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then let's go to here and plant. And that's all I have. All right, can I go inside? Okay, so the clock has officially... Wow, that clock moves. Okay, so note to self, that clock kind of moves. This is the sell box. Yes, this is your sell box. Click on an item to sell it. If you accidentally sell the wrong item, you can just click on it again to retrieve the box. And I'm noticing time is still passing. Exit the sell box, press escape. Gotcha. Okay, so if I do this... Okay, so time does stop if I'm in an inventory. Okay, good to know. So, all right, so we've at least got everything planted. Let's go ahead and get everything watered. It's nice that that's faster. Ah, okay, I can press shift to run. Oh my, this is a rather large plot of land, isn't it? Wow, this is a really big plot of land. Damn! This is a freaking enormous plot of land. Good Lord, there are southern plantations who have less land than this. Good grief. Okay, well, I clearly have my work cut out for me. Wow. And I've got a lake here, which is... Tell you what, can I do like this? I can. Aha. All right. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention your game saves automatically every time you go to bed, so be sure to get some sleep before exiting the game. Otherwise, your progress is lost. Good to know. So, okay, so that's my... Oh, that's not what I want to do. Is it this? Ah, there is a that thing right there. Okay. So let's go ahead and chop this down since it's in the way. Go away. All right, so let's go upstairs. Wow, 4 hours have already gone.
Anyone can be a monster.